All right, today we're going to be looking at, we actually got a shout out from Jay's 2 cents for the utility, and I wanted to look at MicroWin because I know Jay's going to be looking at MicroWin soon, and I'd rather button up a couple issues we were having. I think one of the biggest things was it getting stuck on startup. Specifically, it was just sitting there going starting or loading in. And I think auto applying tweaks and some other things we were doing could have caused that. I'm going to double check. We're going to remake an ISO, see exactly, verify all the bugs we have. Look at some PRs. We had some AI slop come in, so we'll have to deny that and talk about proper pull requests and maintaining and doing that stuff. So that should be good. All right. Let's see. All that looks good. Looks good. And we will be starting here in a second. Oh man, what a day. I'm sorry for the late start today. I had to get my workout in because I got open house with the kids tonight. So I was like, oh no. I usually like to do my workouts after stream because I'm a bit of a zombie after a workout because I go pretty hard. And it's going to be an interesting day. Yes, how you doing? What's up, Abs? Did this not start? Oh, there it goes. All right, so should be good. Everything looks good here. No. Yeah. I don't want to miss. I've been trying to stick to, for the stream schedule, I've been trying to do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. It seems pretty good with that schedule and kind of getting things. Videos can kind of go back and forth. It just depends on the video. Like I have to really it has to be a good video for me to launch it. And last week's video, I was thinking about making one specifically over like fake open source projects, things that like say they're open, but they're not really open. And I don't know. At the end of it, I recorded some of it and I was just like, it's just too negative, and I didn't feel like it really helped anything. And I try and stay away from drama and more of negative connotation, because it's like at the end of the day I kind of want people to watch but also get something from it. And if you're super negative, I feel like that just attracts a bad audience or a bad viewer, and I don't want that. I want just positive vibes only. It's the best way to put it. Yeah, it needs work for sure, Jared. It's a good start. That's where like a lot of things come in with the Win Util as well. Like it just depends on where it's at. What about MicroWin? Just a normal Windows. It's just a normal Windows nav. So like MicroWin itself is the whole idea behind it is back in the day, back when I was a younger man, I did a lot of Windows 7 installs. And what happened originally was like when Windows started running slow is you just nuke and pave. You'd wipe out your system, you'd install a fresh version of Windows direct from Microsoft, and it would just be a blank canvas that you can go do stuff with. And that no longer exists today. And I was like, well, I'm going to make something so it does, because there's nothing more annoying than opening up a new version of Windows and just get bombarded with recommendations, ads, Copilot crap, TikTok, and all this other applications that get installed by default, or at least the placeholders are there. And I'm just like, I just want a blank Windows. When I install Windows and I have to use Windows, I don't want to have all this extra crap that I'm never going to use. So the whole point of MicroWin is not to change or limit functionality or even remove Microsoft products. The idea is to have a base version of Windows where everything works, and there's just nothing else. There's no extra bloat. If you want to use Xbox, it's there. If you want to use your phone, it's there. Like, I'm not like stripping it down. It's not like a Tiny 11 kind of thing. It's just meant to have like a sane default is what MicroWin is. It's just a simple, sane default. It's not too many options. I honestly, I think there's more options than we need right now. And today we might actually kind of clean things up and more streamline it. But that's the whole purpose of MicroWin. I just want a blank canvas. That's it. You know? Yeah, the problem with Tiny 11 and a lot of the insane debloat Windows is updates need to happen with Windows. And if you don't update your Windows, it will break. Or at the very least, it will limit its functionality greatly. So I use Windows to usually get function out of some Microsoft products that are only working on Windows, or Microsoft-esque products like Adobe or some crap that I might need to use. It just doesn't make any sense. If you want extreme debloat, if you want to use outdated hardware, your ass needs to install Linux. That's your option. Like, yeah, you might be able to do some break fix stuff, but Tiny 11 is just going to cause you problems at the end of the day. It's not going to fix your problem. It's not like going to revitalize your old hardware. As great of a clickbait video as that is, and how easy it would be for me to make, I'm not going to make it because I don't think you should do that. I just don't think that's a good thing. Just my 2 cents. Anywho. 24H2 is currently recommended. 23H2 is going to probably give you better mileage though. It's a kind of a coin toss. I don't really like either version, but it's kind of what we're at. Oh, cool. It's in Discovery. I don't know what that means, Caleb. In Discord? Oh, that's cool. I still need to go through and like revamp some stuff, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Been too busy. Yeah, I saw that text you sent me, a message on Discord too, Caleb, about WinUtil. Which we got a shout out from Jay's 2 cents, which is pretty awesome. That was amazing. So, love Jay. He's amazing. We did get some more pull requests in, but man, some of it's like... This guy is changing the UI and functionality across various components, right? So it's like this really blanket review, right? So it's like, okay, he's changing UI components. And you're like, okay. Files consolidate. Okay, so we're consolidating. That's good. Why is he changing 26 files? That seems like a lot. Holy shit. This is not a consolidation. You're removing 279 lines and you're adding 3,422. You gotta be kidding me. It's so stupid. Like, I don't even need to look at the PR. That's how bad that is. Like, I can't accept nuke the world PRs that just change how the UI looks. Furthermore, look at this. Positive impacts. A whole bunch of emojis. No breaking changes. Dependencies. And then when you look at the code itself, you'll notice each little section, it's documented, right? Mm-hmm. People that actually code don't code like this. Like, it's doing so much. He's blending in functions on top of functions here. So he didn't even catch that his AI made a new function called set active category button. It just like has multiple functions kind of baked into the same one. We got show category apps here. Do we have that over here too? It's just so much crap. This is like the ultimate AI slop. Like, even if it looks halfway decent, I can't accept this shit. Like, you're adding over 3,000 lines of code to an already pretty packed PowerShell script of 10,000. Like, this is the problem with some modern coding too, not just AI, but you can't just keep adding stuff. You gotta consolidate. Consolidation means less, by the way. When I say consolidate, I'm consolidating or refactoring code. It means it's more efficient. It means we're getting rid of more lines than we're adding. So, yeah, I saw this and I was just like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? How many tokens did you use to create this? I can't accept this AI slop. I'm sure it looks nice though, but it just, there's too much. Furthermore, this looks like massive amount of AI slop. When we revamp the GUI, we need to be reducing the code, as the script is already around 10k lines, and this PR alone is adding over 3,000 lines of code. So anyways, hey, I love AI, guys. You know me. I love the idea, and I would love it to be fine, but you gotta be very concise. Try to just do, okay, let's redo the apps, and then try and consolidate that and clean it up and then make it really tight. And remove lines of code, not adding 3,000 lines of code. That's just insane. God, how long does it even take to launch? I don't even think about it. So anyways, yeah, AI made that PR 1,000%. Like, it doesn't take much to do that. And like I said, I'm not a programmer. I just look and I'm just using my brain and common sense, and I'm like, no, that would be ridiculous. If I accepted that, it would nuke the whole project. I'm fine with embracing AI, but when you're doing your prompting, one, you need to set some rules. Two, and this is really important, set up some proper syntax, do that, boom, that's great. And three, concise code. Absolutely has to be concise. So, yeah. Look at 2868. What do we got for an issue? Yeah, oh shoot, okay. 286, let's just go 2868. I hadn't heard from OG in a minute. Some parts of WinUtil can or is isolated from the rest of the project's code base, which can be used by other projects outside of WinUtil, and these isolated code pieces are better managed in separate repos or repo. No, I don't agree with this. Yeah, when you start splitting up the repos and stuff, it can, I don't like it. It's just not, yeah. Yeah, the idea here, so the problem with doing separate repos is you have project bloat. And as projects get bigger and more tenured and get more usage, the idea, some people will hate me for this, and I get this. I'm not exactly a benevolent dictator when it comes to my GitHub projects, but you have to have clean, concise code, and the idea is I never really want to expand past about what we have as far as code count. Like if it's over 10,000 code and there's this drastic improvement, but we got to add 10,000 lines of code, I'm going to say no. Unless it's just something that's amazing or there's some reason for it. But I think I would rather have an uglier project that runs better than a pretty project that runs slower. And that's when, if you can't fit it in 10,000 lines of code, I just don't think it should exist. And maybe that's just like an old man yells at cloud kind of thing, but that's kind of how I want WinUtil. WinUtil is already bursting at the seams, and if anything, I think we should be consolidating code, getting rid of code, and cleaning things up to where it's less of this. So, yeah, it's an interesting idea, but I really want to consolidate code and not have the project grow bigger. So I'm against splitting this into multiple repos. Close. Yeah. So yeah. Just to put it out there. Yeah. MicroWin is big, but I think we can slim down MicroWin. I think MicroWin's bloated. Why's your nickname Titus? It's my last name. And everyone has the name Chris, so everyone ends up calling me Titus. Actually, it's one of the most popular names when I was growing up, where I remember sitting in school and I had two other Chris's right next to me. For my application, some of its components started out in separate repos. Eventually, they were integrated into the main repo. Thankfully, Visual Studio lets me create project groups and classify them more easily. Yeah. I think we're gonna actually let's go ahead and launch into some Vert Manager, and we need to create us a MicroWin today. So we are going to delete this one, and we are going to, is this one even available anymore? Oh crap. Ah man. Yeah, all right. Well, I forgot. I did a BIOS update on my HP. This piece of, I guess this didn't work, huh? Whatever. I did a BIOS update on my HP and it broke all my SATA drives. All my SSD SATA drives, now it just locks up when I boot my system. So I had to unplug them all. And the BIOS is not revertible. So HP could go suck it, man. Talk about a crappy system. Hate you, HP. Hey, thanks for the free system, though. I don't ever want to get sponsored by you again, though. You guys suck. All right. Let's go. We'll boot into Windows, create us a new MicroWin, launch that, install it, see what we get. No, Jalopy. I moved back to just the blank, old school, just a regular old QWERTY. I'm not cool anymore. I'm not part of the cool kids club. Yeah. Sorry guys if I'm a little forward today. A little grumpy. from my workout. It was hot as hell, and I usually work out after stream because it kind of puts me in a little bit of a funk. So I apologize. So this stream might just be a little bit more forward, as sometimes I can get a little bit on the forward side of things. Let's just get it automatic. Let's see how this works. Win 24H2. Have you eaten? I had the chicken breast. So I guess maybe I'm a little hangry. That could be happening as well. I haven't launched into this system in a minute, so we got a bunch of updates, just kind of chilling. Is it possible to bring back stock image preview in Win 10 LTSC? Methods I Googled don't work. Thesis, you could just use Rufus, and I want to say you can download that directly in Rufus to create the ISO. I can't remember if Rufus is... I believe it pulls it directly from dump UUPs, which is essentially the Microsoft website, so you can do pretty much anywhere. Hey, that works. Look at that. That worked like a champ. What's with the attack on Arch websites? I think that's yeah, it's angry Titus today. That's DHH in Omarchy. DHH is like a super opinionated dev. So other devs, you either love him or hate him, and there's plenty of people that just hate him. So since he's like hosting everything through Arch servers, he's essentially just like crashing Arch because, one, he's increasing the usage of Arch, but two, the people that hate him are DDoSing Arch. Just out of spite, because he has that much hate. God bless him. I like it, DHH, but yeah, the attacks on the Arch Linux wiki and the actual site and AUR being down, from my knowledge, most of it's coming from DDoS, which kind of sucks, man. It's like, man, come on, guys, that's not cool. Plenty of us just want to use Arch, man. Why you guys got to be like that? Arch is all right. All right, we can make that disable win. Nope. Configuration file we're not gonna do. All right, we're gonna just try that. Actually, I don't think we'll do the WBT tweak. I honestly don't like this being here, because this is gonna bloat. This is gonna bloat things considerably. I'd rather it just run the tweak afterwards instead of doing it right here. But I see why you would do it. Hell, we'll go ahead and do it. See what happens. Let's go MicroWin. This one is gonna be 8/25, 2025. Next DNS. It's a good freemium DNS service. Nah, I've never heard of it, so maybe I'm just out of the loop there, but I feel like a lot of the freemium type stuff I don't really care for too much. Typically they don't run very well, although there's some freemium in there. I want to say OpenDNS is in there, but I mean, that's, I think, the only freemium one we have. Could be wrong though. I need to take a look. It's been years probably since I looked at the DNS options. Oh, does that not change anything? That tweak box? Oh, cool. It just does the straight red change. I mean, that's what the tweak does. In the actual toolbox, it just does it for the image itself. I wonder how many people actually understand what that does, though. Probably should do a video on that. It's kind of been done to death, though. Most people should understand not to use like a SUSE Armory crate, and MSI is crappy suite as well. But you never know. Usually they'll slap gaming in front of it, and people are like, "Oh, gaming, let me install that. Flashy lights. Let's go." I should have probably included the VirtIO drivers now that I'm looking at this. Oh well, whatever. It should be fine. Yeah, every time I run this tool, search Bing and other devices, it's actually in the tweaks section. I'll show you after this is done. Yeah, what I'm saying is the whole gaming tweaks, like, this is a gaming utility. It's all a scam. Let's go christitus.com. Yeah. There it is. All right, cool. So that's what it does right now. Let's do the search tweak after this and see what that does. Since someone in chat mentioned it. Yeah, I mean, if it works and it does get people to buy, then I guess, I mean, can you really fault them? I guess not. I still will. I'll still make fun of them for doing it. It's just shady, and it's just false. Like, everything that's like optimized for gaming is truly just extra bullshit that runs in the background and makes it probably ends up dropping your FPS when you actually look at it 1-to-1 in almost every scenario. Very, very, very few utilities actually do a job. Most the troubleshooting I have to do on Windows Utility is people that install 10 different utilities and try and super optimize their system, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how you do it. You optimize your system by just optimizing it. Like, you shouldn't be installing anything. And the one thing I always tell people is, my tool doesn't install itself. There is no installation here. You run it once. It's literally a script. Most people don't realize that. And once you're done and you hit the little X in the upper right, it's done. Like, what's wrong with just having a program that opens, and then when you actually close it, here's a novel idea, it actually closes. I tell you what, that's a great idea. Like, why isn't that a damn thing anymore in Windows? It's like, oh, well, let me install this telemetry service and then a whole bunch of extra shit in the background forever that'll just bloat up your process count and probably end up having some kind of security flaw, and then you'll probably get exploited because you've increased your attack surface. You know, it's just Windows things. It's like such a flawed just foundation in Windows. That's the thing I think that makes me the most upset. I can't be really that upset about it though. I've made so much money with that just terrible, terrible foundation. So I can't be upset. But I can sit here and critique it all day long and go, man, this is stupid. This is so stupid. There's just a better way. Like, everyone knows there's a better way that knows anything. And here we are, still using Windows in 2025. God bless it. And we're going to be using it in 2030. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves on that. Not me, though. Not as a main daily driver, at least. I mean, I'll still probably be doing this damn utility 5 years from now. Who am I kidding? I can pretend. I can have a little fantasy about not using Windows, but in reality, it's always needed. Oh my God, the gaming browser. Oh. You know, I think I still get an email about once a month from Opera. We'd like to sponsor your video. I don't even read my email anymore half the time. I just check and go, is there anybody from my website? Okay. I'll read those emails usually. Everybody else, as soon as it's like sponsor, thumbnail, or there's a couple other keywords I have too. I actually have rules in my mailbox that just automatically just deletes those. Because I got tired. It's crazy. Like, marketing people are so stupid. Like, I don't know what they teach them in school now when it comes to marketing, but I literally would have my entire inbox full of marketing people trying to either sell me mid-roll ads or some crap. And they'd be holding a conversation with themselves. They would just reply all and go, just reaching back out. Oh, hey, I know we got 30 more days left in this campaign. Would you like to be a part of it? And it's like, we're already 3 emails deep. And then like the 4th email would be like this other guy. And I'm like, oh my God, bro. You gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous. Anyways, we got our ISO created. That looked good. What's your opinion of LinkedIn? It's kind of weird. I don't think I've used LinkedIn enough. Like, I could pull up my LinkedIn, but I think every time I open it up, it's like, you have 10,000 unread notifications, and it's just like a bunch of people, like, I don't know, asking for help or something. I don't know. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna delete that. But I mean, again, I'm towards the end of my career, and I'm just not interested in pretty much any job offers unless something drastically happens and I make some very bad financial decisions. Not to say it couldn't happen, but I just don't see myself working for anybody ever again. After my day job wraps up, whenever that is, it could be this year, it could be 5 years from now, whenever they get tired of me and say, Titus, it's been fun, it's been real, but we got to let you go. I'll be like, cool. And then that'll be that. I will be happy with my retirement at that point in time. Although I will miss like the healthcare. Getting that is clutch. All right, cool. All right, we got a brand new MicroWin created. Let's reboot into Linux. I actually got poached from LinkedIn once. So I was on LinkedIn. The year was 2016. And I got a thing that popped into my inbox. So this is before I was on YouTube, before I did anything publicly. He saw my certifications, my application, or I didn't even fill out an application, but I have pretty much the alphabet behind my name when it comes to technical certifications and Windows certifications and virtualization. I'm pretty well versed with. So I had a recruiter reach out to me, and I ended up taking a job for a large company. It was an environmental company. They did the cleanup in Deepwater Horizon. I've talked about this a couple times. Pretty big company, and they paid me a lot more money than I was making at the time. Worst decision ever. Like, oh my God, that was like such a stressful part of my life. 6 months of just pure hell from a recruiter off of LinkedIn. I did make a lot more money though, I will say. It was fun experience looking back and going, wow, that was an experience. But, yeah, that was rough. So thanks LinkedIn for getting me that job, I think. Thanks for getting me that recruiter and then the job. Kind of felt bad for the business because if you're unfamiliar how headhunting works at least in the tech field, here's how it works. You pay, if the person stays with the company longer than 90 days, you have to pay an origination fee, usually about 30% of the annual salary back to the recruiter. So if you get recruited or you're part of a recruiter working on your behalf, if you make it past 90 days, they have to pay 30% of your salary back to the person that recruited you. So in my case, I got paid a base. I think when I first got hired, I think the base pay was $115,000 with 10% KPIs. That increased at the end to $145,000 with 10%. So they had to pay 30% of 115, I believe, because of that. And yeah, that's insane. So they paid roughly probably around $35,000 to have me for 6 months to a recruiter on top of actually having to pay me. That sucks. Honestly, they got a good deal though. I redid all their shit and I migrated them from like on-prem email to in the cloud. They were already bleeding money in so many areas and I closed off all the hemorrhaging that they were doing. It was a good deal for them regardless. But looking back, I'm like, damn, that was a lot of money. Anywho. Yeah. Well, now you know. Now you know. But that's how that works. So being poached or having a recruiter in your behalf, sometimes a negative. The biggest positive you can ever get is networking. Getting jobs through networking typically will give you a better job, and the company's going to like you a lot better because they're not having as big of an overhead when you get there. So in my opinion, recruiters kind of suck. Recruiting agencies kind of suck. The best thing you can do is just make friends with a lot of people and then have your friends get you jobs. And then those jobs typically tend to being one, best jobs. And then also two, the employers like you because they're having to pay less because they didn't have to pay a recruiting fee. So that's why networking is so important. And I've been on both sides of that fence. And I got to say, networking is the best way. But if you're out of work and you need a job, I mean, hell, just do it all. See what sticks, you know? All right, let's go. Vert manager. We're going to install MicroWin. What happened there? What? That was weird. Oh, now we're back here. Never mind. Sorry. Got sidetracked. I copied that MicroWin, didn't I? God, I hope so. I did. Yay. Okay. I know that's not 16 gigs, but whatever. We're gonna call it 16 gigs and call it good. My brain's a little fried, so we're just gonna have to wing some of this. We're just gonna go muscle memory here. See how we end up. It's all good. Okay. Let's go see whatever. I'll fix it after I run the command. What? I just fixed you. Come on, work. Work. Come on. Permission denied. 964. Oh, let's go 660. I think libvirt just don't have access to it. Let's try it again. 964. What the hell's 964? Let's take a look at that. Libvirt-QMU. Alright, fine. Libvirt. What the hell did I do with my groups, man? Screwed that up, but whatevs. Still nothing, huh? Let's go groups. All right. Oh, no. I'll get there eventually, guys. We're just gonna pound around until it works. It'll be fine. Still nothing, huh? $16,384. Oh, damn. All right. What are you thinking of Omar G? You know, Omar G's not too bad. I'm digging it so far. It's a little buggy, but I'm still enjoying it. I mean, my stock configs are usually a little bit buggy. Just yellow with 7/7s. No. We won't hire IT people, IT guys with that have large of a social media footprint. We decided it shows a lack of forward thinking. People should know better. Whoa, what's going on over here? 1 second, I gotta pull that up. Somebody was chatting. This is interesting. Is Jay's video giving you much traffic? Tons of traffic. 10x the traffic, by the way, Seth. Holy crap. That was amazing, by the way. Jay's shout out. We won't hire IT people that have large of a social media footprint. We decided it shows lack of forward thinking. People should know better. I got to know the context with this. Because we were talking about recruiting. Oh, yeah. I guess there is probably a lot of super professionals, especially with like the whole pirate software thing blow up. Oh, man. I get it. And, you know, honestly, all the people that I've met that have been like geniuses in fields where like whether it was networking or, gosh, what do we have? Networking, system design, programming, whether it was databases, all the people that I consider the best I've ever met in my career. Like we go through each category, and I don't want to sound, God, I'm just being too blunt today. Stream, people are going to get really pissed at me, but all the geniuses in those fields that I've met that I consider far above my skill set and that I've leaned on for their expertise, I don't know a good way to say this. I'm just going to say it. They're damn near autistic. Like, full stop. Like, I haven't met any that were, like, very good with, like, social cues. And, they typically have some pretty egregious personality flaws. But damn, they were so good at their job. And I couldn't imagine them even being able to establish a social media following. So, the closest one I met, I remember one guy that was really good with Windows Server, and God, he just could see it, and just like freaking Neo in the Matrix style when it came to just figuring out what was going on with like a whole forest of servers that I was having to deal with. And I talked to him, and he just had the solution in like 30 seconds. It was insane. He was actually pretty normal, I thought. And then, little did I know he was an alcoholic, man. He ended up flushing down like his whole career with just booze. He just couldn't stop drinking and then driving. And then he kept getting busted. And I don't know if he ever ended up in prison, but I know he lost his commercial license. And I remember at that time, he couldn't even drive anywhere because he lost his license completely. And it was a big problem. So, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't imagine any of the people that I've met that were just like the best of the best ever having any kind of social media. I mean, it's kind of laughable. I don't see that. Yeah, man. I think he did end up getting help, so that was a good thing. Hey, T2, thanks for the raid, man. Yeah, we're installing Windows today. But also talking about just like tech career stuff too. He apologized in case his video caused you too much traffic. I mean, the cool thing about the J stuff, traffic wise, it was a massive influx of traffic, like probably 10x what I normally used. And
you do the vibes.
Thanks, Caleb. But yeah, everything's hosted through CDNs, and they're all static sites. So like the website itself is hosted directly on Cloudflare. I would say it can't be taken down, but we all know that's a lie. Cloudflare does drop and half the internet goes offline when it does. But the website's hosted on Cloudflare pages and essentially can absorb terabytes upon terabytes of traffic, and my website itself usually gets over a terabyte of traffic per month. With Jay's video, it's about 10x that, though. I mean, it was, or at least it's on track for that. And then we had, as far as downloads and all the other stuff, like anybody buying the utility from that video, everything is, a lot of people didn't realize this. I had someone reach out to me and go, hey, I'm not comfortable giving my payment information. I was like, man, everything is a Shopify backend. So that whole process, I don't see any of that. That's all just done by Shopify, and I think I only pay, it's relatively cheap. I want to say it's like $300 a year for the base Shopify commercial plan. So Shopify handles, I think, over 75% of all e-commerce on the net these days. So that's what handles that back end. So that's fine. And then, yeah, pretty much everything's up to snuff and market standard. So yeah, it seemed to absorb everything perfect. So pretty great. No complaints here from that. I was over the moon when I saw the shout out from Jay. He didn't even give me a heads up or anything. He just like dropped it on me, and then I was like, oh crap. He did recommend one website on oh god, what was it? Let's just go pull up a web browser over here. So let's go christitus.com. So when he recommended this, I think it was, he put the link to Windows Tool. I hadn't updated this since 2022. And yeah, everything was like 3 years of development have happened since the last time I updated this article. So I had to go through, clear out everything that was written here, and then just kind of go, okay, here's some bullet points, here's what they do, and then give new screenshots for everything, because all the screenshots was back when it was just all light mode, and I think it was WinForms, or we just transitioned to WPF, and it was pretty rough around the edges compared to what we had there. And then I redid the demonstration videos because the old demonstration video here was really old. So I did the last 2 videos we did for this year and put those in. So it was pretty cool. Do you pay Cloudflare? I don't think I do. Oh, no. I think I did sign up for, I think there was like an extra block and some other tools for like $20 a month, but it was pretty cheap. Oh, Hastebin. God, somebody recommended actually something for RH. A Hastebin alternative. I started. Chat actually sent me something. So if you're looking for a Hastebin alternative, what was it? One second. We'll get back to the install. Actually, let's start that darn install before I forget. Oh, that's right. We're still running into this problem. Screw it. We're just 964. Wait, was it 964 or 965? 964. Okay. We'll just hard code the UID and GUID to it. It's all good. All right, now we can do it. Son of a, come on, what are you doing? Dang it. UID 964. Let's see. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, I might just 777. This guy, screw it. It's not like I'm going to use it for anything. All right, let's look at the stars we just did. I want to say it's been, God, I always click a lot of stars. I star a ton of projects. Oh, I am working on VK Basalt for Linux too. I wanted to do some scripts for that. Oh, where are you? Where are you, stars? Can we, yeah, there we go, stars. Somebody put something in here. Okay, you can kind of see my whims and going and through and forward. Yeah, geez, all right. It's kind of funny. Yes, here it is. Chiogame. Yet another paste bin. Here, I'll put this in chat for everybody. Here you go. I heard about that. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see. Oh yeah, got a 2.0 release, ISO and installer. Hey, let's try an update. We'll try that here in a second. Let's try and do an update. All right, update. What's it doing? Here we go. We're gonna update to 2.0. Did it just crash? Maybe. I think I'm going to remove Claude Code. Pretty much, I'm switching completely over to open code now. I've really enjoyed open code when I want to do some vibing. Oh no, AUR down. Let's clear the database, resync. So what? All right, fine. Let's just try Pac-Man in it. It looks like we're getting a new Linux. Gonna probably need to update that Bazite too. AUR still down? Dang. Bro, what is happening? They are really getting hammered. That's crazy. Just tons and tons of DDoSes. Man. I wonder why people are hating on the Arch. Usually it would come back up. Yeah, why would they DDoS Arch Linux of all things? Bunch of Gen 2 users, I bet you. The facts come out. Distro wars. Gen 2 strikes back. I blame Gen 2. Bunch of tryhards. I bet you they're just jealous of the AUR and they're like, fine, we're not going to create our own AUR. We're just going to destroy that which we shall not have. Yeah, LFS and Gen 2 united to DDoS Arch AUR. The Arch user repository. Yeah, man, that's a real thing, I think. That'd be pretty funny. I thought I updated that. Did I not? Dang. You can download Arch. I want to say it's just the AUR, right? Now, see, I kind of hodgepodge this together. Do we have chaotic AUR in here? So you have Omarchy. Yep. We do multi-lib for the 32-bit. Well, you know, let's add chaotic AUR into here while I'm thinking of it. Chaotic AUR. This might fix some of our problems. Oh, it's the latest news. Nothing there. All right, let's get started. All right, let's get the primary key and get that going. So we're gonna add this to our Pac-Man keys. All right, that's done. Then we're gonna sign the key, right? Pac-Man key. Yep. All right. Cool. I think that did it. I feel like. Okay, yeah. Doesn't hurt to do it twice. And then let's grab the chaotic keyring. Dude, their website's like auto-copying this or something. Okay, it's doing both commands. So, never mind. Let's do that. And then finally, we can append the chaotic AUR. Yes. Let us ascend, shall we? Let's just clear our database real fast. And now let's update. Yes. We're going to grab all of this from the chaotic AUR. What's that look like? So this is going to pull all this stuff out of the AUR, and we're going to push this to the chaotic AUR. Should be most of everything, right? We want to remove as much strain as we can on our AUR dependencies. So if we go, wow, we're still using Chatterino. Exodus is BS. Code, Claude Code Debug. We can get rid of this. Let's see what else we have. Google Breakpad. Let's get rid of that. GitHub Desktop bin I kind of like. Linux Bazelite bin still there. NeoFetch. What the hell's NeoFetch doing in there? Get rid of NeoFetch. NeoFetch is deprecated. Am I missing something? Oh well. Rates mirror, paper icon, open code. All right, great. Let's get rid of those. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think it should be fine. Maybe? It's only 2 packages. Okay. We cleaned it up a little bit. It should be fine. Oh, not this though. You shouldn't spam. Oh man, I can't even ban you. You're bad. Banned. Alright. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, help mod. I agree. Can I just mod you, Calum? Here you go. Mod. Calum Jack. Boom. You are now a moderator. Thanks, brother. Oh, all right. Unlimited power. Everyone gets banned. Oh, man. Okay, it looks like AUR is working, so I think it's fine. I still like the idea of only having a couple packages on the AUR, though. So I like this. Can you still watch after getting banned? I'm sure. I imagine. Maybe? I don't know. How does that work? Low jack. Actually, we ended up getting pushed back. I got like an open house later tonight with the kids, so I usually go work out around 4:30 my time, and I'm gonna have to miss that. So I ended up working out prior to the stream. So when I'm a little bit out of it, I'm kind of like, ugh, I had to go work out, and it's like 90 something today. It's actually not 100 degrees, which is nice. Or 40C for you guys across the pond or elsewhere in the world. And that kind of makes me a zombie, and my brain doesn't work so good. Hard to formulate full, complete sentences when I work out in that. So I'm slowly coming back to as we stream more. But I was like, all right, I'm not missing a stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. You can set your watch to it. I'm going to hit those dates. Set a definitive rule for that for myself. It's good. Oh yeah, you can request to be unbanned. 50C in Q8. Holy crap. 50C is like 140 Fahrenheit, isn't it? Dude, that's insane. 50C is insane, right? That can't be right. 122. I mean, maybe. That's pretty damn hot. I mean, Death Valley's seen 120, 115, 120. Dang. Oh, 48 in Redan. Whew. That's crazy. All right, well, I'm never going to complain about my 40C here in Texas. Because working out in that's a different planet. Ugh, that's crazy. All right, so we got Chaotic installed. That's good. All right, let's try to do an install again. I shall see what we have. I think it was just a problem with like something with the managing. I don't know. You know, we're just gonna go base here. Let's just. I wonder why. Did I launch QEMU as root or something? We haven't had this problem before. Yeah, and now I could just do the different... Huh. That's so weird. What is happening? Oh! I know what happened. Okay. I got an idea. I got it. So, yes, we could just change that and install it. Yeah, I'm pushing back the MicroWin install. I apologize. But what's happening is I get sidetracked with this type of thing. But if we look... I bet you. Yes, 770. Now, if we look at these files, when were they adjusted last? That's what I want to know. So if you look, all these were done August 1st, but QEMU. Okay, well, that's not it, but August 1st, one of these was changed. Which one was changed? Nothing there. You know what we're gonna do? Sorry, this is just taking a completely sharp right turn into the ditch, but I figure, what if we get AI, give it root privileges to change all of our system files, and have it fix it? I think this is the way to go. Oh, Cap was inquiring about the music. Everything uses stream beats. Let's go. Sudo. Open code. Let's roll. Vert Manager is having permission problems. Change the needed files to give new QCow to files proper permissions. You are in the etc libvirt directory. Make it happen, Captain. Buckle up, we're going for a ride. Let's go. Thanks, AI. Thanks, Sonic. I didn't even use a good AI. I used just some local bullshit. It was just like, let's go. All right. AI said it's fixed, guys. Boom. Pseudo AI. Fixed. We should probably have closed Vert Manager, though. Let's close it out. All right. All right. Boom. Here we go. I'm sure it fixed it. I don't even need to check. We're just going. We're vibing now. I didn't want to spend forever fixing that problem. All right, we're gonna go 32. Gonna go give it 32 gigs of memory. Oh man, there's a couple things I want to change with the omarchy config, but so far it's pretty good. All right, change that config. Finish. Yes. Yes. Now. Apply. All right. Before we launch, let's see. Did this work? Didn't even create the file, so. No, of course not. Dang. That would have been cool, though, right? All right, we got to vibe harder. Of course. We got to vibe harder on this. Let's change the model, too. Let's go. Models. Oh, can we get... we just got Sonic here. Oh, dude. Dang. Oh, because we're running as root. One second. Just gotta remove some guardrails here. And we will be in business. Yes. 1 second, you guys can't see this part. Sorry. Gotta block you. Don't want to dox myself this stream, which, you know, I do dox myself quite often. But nice. All right, cool. Clear that. All right, we're back. All right. Now, themes. Let's just change this to system. And furthermore, now let's go models. Got a few more models now. Chat. What should we use? We got Sonnet 4, Jippity 5, Opus. What do we got? Sonnet 4 is the consensus. All right, here we go. I do love me some Sonnet 4. All right. You are a master Linux sysadmin. You have root access to etc libvirt. The user Titus is having issues when virt manager is launched and creates a VM. The VM qcow2 is having permissions issues. Fix it. Oh, yes. Oh, QEMU expert would have been better. Would it not have? All right. Should have fed it the directory where the images are. Is it going to find it? Ooh, it might find that qcow2. Oh man, I should have fed it the. Man, we're gonna use so many tokens. Damn. Oh well. Should have fed it and said VM. There it is. There it is. Boom. All right. So it's gonna go libvirt QEMU. Yep. Chown it. Now it's gonna go grep. Check this. What is it going to find? Is it going to change anything? So it's going into qemu.conf. Do we have anything? Well, I mean. Oh, no, it doesn't have access. All right, it's going to create a script. All right. I thought I was root. I thought I did a sudo into here, but apparently I did not. All right. Dude, we're on Arch. We're not using SE Linux, you stupid AI. Anyways. We're on Arch Linux, okay? We are not using SE Linux. Come on. SE Linux is a RHEL-based thing. Everyone knows that. Configuration is already correct. All right, fine. It says it's already working. Ah, bummer. I mean, I think it pretty much got it. Honestly, though, it screwed up here. The group is actually libvirt. The user is libvirt. QEMU. Close, though. Very close. I think this is still... I think we gotta restart the service. I think that was the problem, too. So let's go... sudo system ctl restart libvirt. Libvirt D is probably all I need. Okay. Oh, that's gonna have to recreate it again. Dang. All right, fine. 5th time's the charm. God, remind me to clear out my trash too. All right, let's close libvirt. Now let's go virt manager. Boom. Now we have the changes in. I think before, when AI did the whole system restart, I don't think it took, so it never reflected the changes. I think Sonic actually got it correct the first time. If you can believe it. I actually think this might work. I think there's like a good 60% chance of this working. Maybe. Let's just change a few things. All right. No. Still no good. You know what? I'm gonna restart the system. I think there's something going on here. Yeah, because there's multiple QEMU systems, and I think there's something's amiss. Also, we did have the system update that happened in the background as well. So I'm thinking with the system update and the changes to the libvirt system itself, there might be like a QEMU one that I might have missed. And I think a reboot's gonna solve it. Fairly certain. Yeah, so it's best to do a restart here. Just to verify, because I'm like, it's not really adding up. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think what happened during one of the restarts, when you do a Pac-Man update, or you do it through your ARR as well, sometimes it asks you if there's a conflicting file. I want to say I overwrote the QEMU.conf that I had with a working config, and I think that broke it. Now, if this still isn't there, I kind of want to look to see what the QEMU.conf looks like. I want to say there's a problem with that. Well, I'm gonna grab a protein shake while I'm sitting here. What do we got? What do we got here? Oh, Marky, taking over the Linux realm by storm. I gotta say, I know most people don't probably drink protein shakes, but muscle milk tastes like pure chemicals. Yeah, that's not natural. Core Power is my favorite. Shout out Coca-Cola. It tastes like chocolate milk. Like legit chocolate milk. This right here is just like... yeah, at least it has 32 grams. It's not that bad. It just tastes weird. Tastes like chalk. Chocolate flavored chalk. All right, here we go. Vert Manager. Ooh, before we do this though, I want to see what this QEMU.conf file is. So I think there's something in here. We're going to actually do something novel that no one does anymore in the world. We're going to actually read the file. I know. Stay with me. It's not as fun as just straight prompting. But it does usually yield some decent results. All right. Yeah. All right. Yes, I'll fix it here in a second. Oh my God, I got it. Okay. Yes. All right, 1 second. Let me shut up for just a second. All right. I think I'm going to leave that. That's fine. Dynamic ownership. All right. Yep. Remember owner, yep. What else we got here? Any other settings that we need? I bet you there's something here. I feel like there's one more setting that I needed to change. Wish there was a max. Can we set max processors? Oh, actually, this might... you know how I always change the virtual processor count? What if I can set the socket max sockets? Is there a max sockets in here? That'd be great. Max processes. Okay, yeah, no. Not max threads, What about this? Core. Max core. Core dump size. No, I don't. Ah, damn. All right, well, I got excited for a second. I thought we could set max sockets, but nope. Disregard. Moving on. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Cool. That's pretty much correct. But I do want to go ahead and do a restart of that. Is that still going in the background? Okay, cool. It's exited. Let's go sudo systemctl restart libvirt d. Alright, now it should be fine. Famous last words. 7th time is the charm. Any second now. Win 11. Yes. Oh yeah. So good. 32. Whatever. I gotta look and see. I think it's actually 32,284 probably or something, but it's close enough. All right. Virtual network default is not a... Yeah. How is that not active? Did I change something else? Did AI change something that I didn't see? I mean, it's all possible. Oh. Yeah. Oops. My bad. Versh. What are the options for Versh? I can't remember. Wasn't it network? Net. It was net. Start. But I don't want to just do a net start. I'm thinking like a net enable, right? Oh, hell. All right. Net start. Default. Oops, my bad. Let's go net list. Auto start active. Oh, default's set to auto start and it's just inactive. Okay, anyways. Versh. Ah, hell, let's just change it. It's all good. Bridge it. Just bridge it. Apply. Give me an IP. Start it. Permission denied. Son of a biscuit eater. Really? Yeah. All right, fine. I'm just disappointed is all. Like, it should, it's just during the process of creating the QCOW. I don't know. I think I changed something there, but anyways. Libvirt QEMU. I'm going to do one more thing. And then I will just give up, right? It's fine. I forgot to chone it. But I swear, I'm not gonna keep messing with this the whole stream. This is, we're gonna get it, and I'm just gonna do that. It'll be fine. Let's go 660. Okay, this technically is the proper one, right? Okay. What if, you think it's like just an execute problem? I don't think so, though. It's a QCOW storage file. It shouldn't need execute privileges. Nah, yeah, no. All right, fine. Let's just go 777. Screw it. Have at it. All right, 777. All right. All right. Something else is going on here. We just gave it all, like, anybody can write to this damn file. What is happening? Is it just the... I am in libvirt. I'm in libvirt right there. All right, one more time. With feeling this time. Let's change QEMU one more time. Oh my god. I did not know that this is gonna end up being a QEMU stream of all things. I knew this stream was gonna go off the rails. I just didn't know where it was gonna go off the rails. Let's just go Titus. Anything else? Does chat have any ideas here? Because I'm at my wit's end. Right? Yeah, we had libvirt QEMU. That just did not work at all. What's the VM Titus users? Yeah, it's fine. Am I missing anything, chat? Okay, someone's DDoSing Twitch now. What's happening here? Man, I cannot buy a break today. Well then. Did I break my system? What the hell? I don't have internet access? I do not. Well, what did I do exactly? These are all good questions. I brokered it. I mean, the bridge in QEMU should not affect. It's not like I changed anything in System D networking. Was the bridge broke the internet connection? Oh, probably. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the default never started. We have the bridge active. I think we asked AI enough. I'm not trying to break everything. Let's go. What do we just do a renew under network CTL? Oh. All right, let's do a renew of BR0. What's this up here? Did something happen? I think Omarky installed Network Manager, maybe? Ooh, something's amiss. MTR. Wait, check MTR. What do you mean check MTR? Yeah, there's the network manager 2E, but we're not using Wi-Fi. You got 2 wired connections, and then we got this. Can we just delete this? Delete Docker. Screw, let's just delete the bridge too. Okay. Okay. Okay, nothing crazy here. All that looks good. Okay. Yeah. It's activated again. Let's see what happens. I feel like there's some, maybe there's some, I think we switched. I don't think I had Network Manager installed. I think I was just using systemd network. I could be wrong. I don't know. So this doesn't look right. No. I need to bring that back up. We have EMP1S0 I need to bring up. I removed the bridge from it, but I can't remember how the hell I set that up. Can't remember. What was it? Whether or not I finished to fix it or not. Maybe. Every problem is DNS. Probably. Yeah, this isn't DNS though, I don't think. Oh, dang. Oh, we don't have internet. All right, no internet. We just got to get good. All right, network CTL. Edit. Okay. EMP1S0. I think it's just network D's not started. What are we getting here? It says it's disabled. No. What about resolve? Resolve, now it's name resolution issue. All right. So we look at this. It's fine. So now let's go sudo system ctl status systemd resolve d. That's just not active. Well, it's kind of hard to resolve google.com without a resolver. Man, I feel like I completely forgot how I set my damn system up and we're just flying. Whatever. We're just vibing now. Going off muscle memory, let's just do it. What was that? Ah, yes, networking now. And we're gonna go enable. Enable. Yes, there we go. Yes, 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 yes. Bring it back to life. Totally probably broke up my whole network config, but whatevs. It's fine. It's back alive. We're just muscle memorying it through. Yeah. I totally broke probably my network manager config and I blew out the bridge. It's like whatevs at this point. Just to make you guys feel better though. It's back alive. There's Google DNS ping for you. Now, if you do a trace route, what IP is it actually using? That's another question altogether. We're still not actually using EMP1S0 though. I really don't like how ENO1 is set up with... Man, this looks so wrong. Whatever. It's working. What was I doing? I don't know. Yeah. MicroWin. libvirt. Okay, yeah. Oh, we still hadn't fixed that, have we? I think there's something wrong here. What is it? What about virt storage D? I don't think I've ever edited that file. What is this config file? All right. I'm opening it up. We're going full bore here. Open it all. Do it all. We're just gonna go ham. You've heard of vibe coding. We're just going straight off vibes with no AI. Let's just change all the settings. Let's see what happens. I feel like these files are a little redundant. Where's the master file? If I was a master file, I would be named libvirt admin or libvirt.conf. This is what I'd be called. Yes, but that's actually correct. All right, cool. Let's go libvirt admin, see what that looks like. Instead of exiting 2, I'm going to actually just manage the other ones. All right. Oh, I don't have my NeoVim config set up here. God, we're getting in the weeds. Getting in the weeds. Screw it. We're gonna set up NeoVim really fast for root. It's okay. All right, we're gonna go home. Oh, dude, we are so down the rabbit hole. We're just gonna just buckle up for the ride. We're just along. We're just gonna go crazy here. Let's go debug. Whatever my last debug binary. We're just gonna go with that. Yes. We're gonna go there with that one, and then I'm feeling like my NeoVim. Go there with that. Great. Yeah, not authorized, of course. How fast can I break my system? All right, gonna update this guy. All right, now we can vibe out to some sweet NeoVim in our etc directory while we just change and break the whole system. Like in style, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, yeah, let's see LXC. Nothing there. Ah, I need to stop exiting. All right, so storage. We've already changed that. QEMU. We've already kind of modified this a bit, and we already went through that whole file. LXC, there's really nothing there. VertBox. We need to net start default. True, we could. Go edit connections tab. Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, we're gonna just straight up edit everything. I think it's fine. Like, we got VBox here. What's VBox? I feel like this should be like socks group, vert, perms, rewrite, admin. Ooh, authentication. Let's switch this to none. None. I'm gonna just strip out all the settings and stuff. Read write. We don't need any. We don't need any here. We're just gonna be okay with all that. So, any other auth names we want to change? I feel like this is pretty good. The use of this is strongly discouraged. What is? I kind of like to do strongly discouraged things. Adds more flair. Nope, 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 nope. Auditing, who cares? Keep alive. Meh, don't care. All right, on to the next. What else we got? libvirt admin, not much there. Libvirt, we've already changed. Network.conf. Probably should do something with that, but we're not gonna. What's CHD? Ah, okay. Perfect. All right, that's changed. On to the next file. I'm just going to change all these files. I don't give a damn. I give 0 Fs today. We're just going to go wild. LXCD. I don't think we really use LXCD, but nah, couldn't hurt. All right, great. Let's just restart libvirt. Gravy. Let's see what happens now. We'll go vert manager. Boop. And I completely broke vert manager, of course. Connect. Before we do this, let's edit those connections because chat said something about that. I would just do application default, hypervisor default. I mean, I'm gonna just change all. Yeah, sure. Introspection, sure. We're just going to change it all. About connection details. Oh, let's just delete that guy. Yep. Boot. Sure, that sounds good. Start that guy up. Yeah. Sounds like a good deal. All right, cool. That's done. And what else we have? All right. I think this is still going to give me perms issues. I think we did all that for nothing. But you never know. Holy crap, what? We just vibed our way to awesomeness. And that's how it's done. Bam. Happy birthday, Linux. Kind of want to look and see what the perms it should have created with the storage. I want to say it should have created probably a Titus, I would imagine. We'll check it while it's installing Windows in the background. Let's go VMs. Yeah, Titus libvirt read write. So it only did a chmod of 600, and then it set the perms to Titus libvirt. So probably the storage D conf would be the silver bullet here. We did all that other crap. I still screwed up my bridge and all that other stuff, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't even know if network manager is even working anymore. I kind of just brute forced my way through with system D, network D, which network manager essentially should set all that up for you pretty seamlessly. I don't know why. I just didn't want to mess with it. I was like, forget it. Happy birthday, Linux installs Windows to celebrate. I know. But we're still in Linux while we're installing Windows, so technically, I think it's fine. I think we can allow that. Yeah, muscle milk Japa. Not great. Not my favorite. Core Power is where it's at. Core Power is by far the best protein shake out there. I stand behind it. Coca-Cola really was cooking that day when they created the Core Power protein shakes. They're just so expensive, man. Like, even when you buy them in bulk, they're like $3 a pop. Well, like, 2 and some change. It depends on the deal of the day. But last I looked, it was on Amazon. It was crazy expensive. If I could just get them direct, or maybe order from Walmart.com sometimes, I think would probably be able to get that down. But the muscle milk I got cheap. I think per case I was getting them for $15 a case. So muscle milk you can get good. At least this past week I got a good deal on it. Oh yeah, Jay's video. Yeah, let's watch it. Let's watch old Jay's video, man. It was great. Shout out to Jay here for shouting me out. Let's go. Did I not click on that? There he goes. All right, here we go.
I've been having a lot of fun doing software-based videos because it gives me an opportunity to kind of break out of my shell, no pun intended, considering today we're going to be talking about PowerShell. But anyway, it allows me to kind of explore other ways to make the system fun and useful and kind of tweaked and tuned to our own use case scenario. Especially as much as hardware sucks today, it lets you kind of get more out of your hardware. So over the years, we've kind of showed...
If you look at me in the background there, like up here, man, you'd think I lost a lot of weight compared to now, but actually I've gained 5 pounds.
A lot of different utilities that were like, nobody should be without this utility. And the one utility that continues to come up in the comments of every single video is, Jay, check out the Chris Titus toolkit.
Ah, thank you,
and
guys.
That's gonna be looking at today.
Thank you.
It's not all rainbows and unicorns though. There's some things I don't like about this. However, it is probably one of the most powerful all-in-one type of utilities you could possibly have that fills probably about 90% of everything we've already showed you as independent pieces of utilities in one rolled up bundle. So today we're gonna finally talk about the Chris Titus, not to be confused with Christopher Titus.
He's a great comedian. I like this.
That's different.
I don't know what happened to him.
Today's video is brought to you by our brand new GPU Apocalypse 2.0 shirt, kind of immortalizing all of the stuff you love. I've done this both ways. I've paid the $10. I think it's highly worth having the $10 download because then it's running off of local, whereas if you do it the free way, it's running through an internet connection that's needed. So this allows...
I don't want to correct Jay here because I love Jay. But that's actually false. I really do appreciate Jay giving me a shout out here and pushing people towards the $10 executable. But if I could interject for a moment, thank you so much, Jay. But they actually both run online. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, we're just wanted to point that out. Thanks, man. Yeah, you don't actually have to pay me the $10. I do appreciate it when you do.
Allows you, if you don't have internet, to be able to do this offline. So let's go and do the first way. The first way right here would be to just, by going to christitus.com/windows-tool, I will put a link down below. Hopefully we don't crash his site. I have no idea what his hosting is like.
We use Cloudflare pages, static site. So if Cloudflare's up, my website's up. One of the fastest sites in the world. No bullshit, actually. So if you actually look at, let's just pull up GT metrics. Metrics. I think is it metrics or no, that's it. Let's go christitus.com. We'll test it. Usually Google Ads will knock this down a peg, but we should still be like 90% effective. Any kind of ads So I blame Google for a not perfect 100% score because I went through and like combed my JavaScript, optimized every single little bit. Just because I'm a little OCD, probably a little bit sick in the head too. And I just was like, I have to make this as absolutely a fast. Oh, thanks Toyota for the ad there. Anyways, as fast as possible. So let's see what this report gives me. 97%. Not bad. Largest colorful paint, about 1 second. No CLS, so no layout shifting. So you should be pretty solid there. And then, oh, dude, it won't even show my waterfall or anything on this. But needless to say, Cloudflare, I've already structured everything as static sites, got everything there. So I filter in about, I want to say 1 terabyte. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to pull this up on Cloudflare's side because Cloudflare does have some metrics. We can see what Jay's video did on this. I'm sorry, we'll get back to the video here in a second. A little ADD today. Damn, what is going on with my system? It just keeps lagging. I did something. I blame me for this. Just like pauses every 10 seconds or something. Do I have something in the background causing that? Very sus. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm logging in. Oh my god, I forgot. I got a two-factor and a whole bunch of crap. 1 second, and then I gotta hide parts of my screen. Cloudflare Analytics is kinda sucky. Oh, dude. All right. Can I hide? Can't hide that. That's funny. I'm trying to hide my profile login so I don't get hammered. But alas, it doesn't really work that way. Damn. All right. Oh, I'll just take a screenshot. There we go. Let's go 30 days. Yeah, there we go. And I think it was, no. Let's go print screen. Where's print screen? Do I have a print screen? Shoot. All right, 1 second. I'm still working. Still working. All right, screenshot. All right, here we go. Let's go region. Almost there. All right, there it is. Yay, I made it. All right, we got this. So, from Jay's video, I can't. That you can see when his video went live, we factored in almost 1 million unique visitors. It essentially doubled what I was getting. So total requests, we filtered in about 11.7 million requests. Normally about this, almost 3 times more the requests. Cache hits from Cloudflare, almost probably 2.5, maybe tripled. And then total data served, over 1 terabyte served from the website. And then data cached is 122 gigabytes, which is really not that big on the website itself. So it's kind of like, ooh, man. Anyways, sorry.
It's a very popular tool, so maybe his hosting is good. I apologize, Chris, if I brought your site down. Okay, I apologize. I hope I didn't use up your bandwidth for the month. But moving on,
it's unlimited.
You can see right here, we can just click copy in the one command download usage. So then we'll hit our Windows button. We'll type power. From the search, you can just type power. Windows PowerShell can come up. Do run as administrator. Then we can just Control V that copy paste into here. Now this may look like command prompt. Let me clarify. This is PowerShell. Windows PowerShell is not the same as command prompt.
Glad to clarify that. A lot of people, this is,
you can tell is
command
it starts
didn't
to
recognize.
Colorize the text as you're starting to run
always using command
So
prompt.
if we do that, that will then basically
lot.
bring up a PowerShell. There it is right there. It's downloaded the WinUtil admin and it's auto running it. There's the CCT in good old macro artwork right there, or ASCII, if you will.
Yeah,
and then
you can
here
go like
is the
fancy
GUI.
ASCII-text.com
now that is the
or something
freeway,
like that,
and like I said, that will require an internet connection, because basically all you're telling the Windows PowerShell is to go online, grab this utility, download, and run it. But what we're going to do right now is I paid the $10
One thing I like about Jay too, he doesn't script any of his videos. He just kind of goes
on the
off the
download,
cuff.
you get the same utility as an executable. There's also a README file if you need any help. Anyway, I can double click that. That will automatically launch PowerShell, and it's up and running. And it's actually faster this way by having it be localized like that. Okay, so here is the utility right here.
Not really,
it can look a little daunting.
I appreciate that.
Because this is not all the installed software.
Nice.
This is all of the software which CTT has preloaded into basically scripts to allow you to do things like quickly download, quickly delete, and quickly update. So let me tell you what I did in my system upstairs as I was kind of getting
appreciate
used to
Jay.
this.
He's
My
so cool.
work system upstairs has seen several revisions of hardware. It has seen several versions of Windows over time, and it's become a little bit, I don't want to say fragmented, but a lot of things are out of date. There's a lot of software I haven't touched in a while, but I still use periodically. And this is where it's actually pretty nice to do upgrade all applications. Now, upgrade all applications I like, because what it's going to do is it's just going to quickly kind of go through the list and say, if installed programs equal programs that are on this list, let's automatically go online, fetch the latest update, download it, and install it all as a command shell or a PowerShell. So it's pretty neat. Watch. So I'm going to do upgrade all applications. Here it goes. It opens a new one. It's now running the script. It's running a update right here, so it's going to find different packages and versions that differ. Here's all the software.
Okay, Jay said it's
right
turbo,
here, we got
not me.
Blender, right? Revo installer, Crystal Disk Mark, Hardware Info 64, fan control, like all this stuff.
We defer to him
Now
in
it's going to
this.
start saying, okay, CPU ID, we've got an update, let's install it. Now we found Crystal Disk, let's update that. And it's a one-touch updater, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and just let that go.
And so the back end, just to give a little insight to this, the back end mostly uses just WinGet. So all I'm doing is interfacing with Microsoft's WinGet that's installed on every Windows 11. And this is actually built-in functionality that Microsoft just never really uses. I don't know why they haven't written like a nice GUI for it. There's also UniGet UI that does a fantastic GUI for this. So I don't understand why more operating system level stuff doesn't leverage it. It's an amazing thing and it's just baked in. The thing that I like to do with everything, and when I'm looking at, hey, should I add this or shouldn't I add this? Is it already there? Can we just use the Microsoft component in a way that makes sense? Because I don't want to use any third-party components that I have to keep up with. So almost everything in the toolbox, even MicroWin and all the other stuff, that's using Microsoft tooling. I don't want to use anything I create. All I'm doing is essentially scripting what already exists in the system that just is never used.
That's the first thing I want to do. It gets all of our stuff up to date. Now, you can do this manually also, and I can't do it while the PowerShell
We'll just call it turbo
While the
from now
PowerShell
on.
is running,
The turbo
this is
EXE.
locked out, so you don't start
Gotta get
stacking up
your
things
own
on top
turbo
of each other.
EXE.
It can kind of cause a problem in PowerShell. If I were to say
I might
select
actually add that to
different
the title.
applications, so I just selected lazy git. I'm not going to actually
Turbo
use it,
mode.
but anything we were to select,
Thanks, Jay.
boom, 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 I don't know, random, whatever, right? It tells you how many applications are selected. The cool thing about that is you can now download these pieces of software from here. So one of the things that Phil uses regularly is VLC. VLC is a better player for what we do around here. There's a lot of file types that Adobe made.
MPCHC, chef's kiss. You'll never go back to VLC after you try MPCHC. Some people look and go, hey, that's the deprecated version. There's actually a fork that is maintained, and I like it so much better than DLC. Check it out. And if you're a Linux user, highly recommend just using MPV with SM Player or using Celluloid. Both fantastic. VLC, I really hate VLC. I don't want to tell anybody that because people will come with torches and pitchforks after me when I say VLC sucks, but it kind of does. Shh, don't tell anybody. Or BE edition is also better. Which one's on the utility? Now that we're saying that. Let's see. Hey, oh, hey. MicroWin worked. It didn't get stuck. I know this whole stream was over MicroWin, but the actual official one went through. All right, great. I was wondering about that. Well, now we know. Anyways. Oh, and what he showed in the video with the -UESEB, that was using... So just to break this command down for everyone too, this is an invoke rest method. There was a method used in the video, which was IWR, which if you spell this out, it's invoke web request USB. God, I can't type today. And then it was the full website address like this to spell that wrong. Geez, did I forget? It's been so long since I've used invoke web request. Anyways, disregard that. If you use IRM, you don't have to add all that crap, and it's just a little bit faster. So then you can just remember that command to actually run the utility. Invoke rest method, it's a little bit faster. USEB, I have switched them around in my head. Thanks, Rux. Oh, okay. VLC added AV1. I'm pretty sure all of those other ones have AV1. Let's see what one we're using. Someone in chat said MPC. Which one are we got in here? Let's look into this. We gotta dive deeper. We gotta dive deeper because someone mentioned this. So I'm using HC here. Let's install that. What are we using? So we're using MPC HC. Someone said BE is better. Well, now I gotta know. Password. Oh, so we're actually having a failure, so it's prompting this. I need to do a better job explaining what's happening here. So what's happening here, let's just exit that. It's gonna fail. I don't like that pop-up. That actually didn't fail. All right, let's look up MPC BE, someone in chat said. So we might need to change this. Oh my God, you are awful, Edge. Ugh. Sickening, Microsoft. You should be shot. Speaking of bad user experience. Anyways, MPC HC is what we're installing. And if we go to source repository, I want to say someone's forked this. See, this is 8 years ago. And instead of that, I want to say we were installing GitHub CLS ID2 MPCHC. Let's see, make sure we're using the proper one. CLS ID2, right? Is that it? Yeah. Okay, so this one 2 days ago. So this is the fork we're using. It's currently up to date. It was originally forked from the original MPC 2. So it's written in C++. And this is the one that gets installed with the toolbox. It's fantastic. It's great. Should have all the codecs. You could also do, like, if you're missing any, you can do the K-Lite codec pack, which I want to say that's in the toolbox as well. Is K-Lite codec standard right here. If you do need, like, more utilized obscure codecs, you can install that manually as well. I think people like VLC because it just kind of bakes all that in to one. I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah. Yeah. MPV with a GUI, obviously my go-to. But it's very interesting. Anyways, let's go dark theme actually before I forget. Most people don't realize, like, light and dark theme are just registry settings. So even though, like, I haven't activated this, here, let's close. Let's also look at that BE edition. I'm kind of curious because someone in chat mentioned it. So you'll notice in here. Oh, never mind. It's activated. Oh, yeah. To activate now, you have to personalize your PC. You can activate. Technically, you can do just reg edits and set your wallpaper, set dark mode. You can do all the personalization without ever even touching the settings page. Most people don't realize this. Microsoft doesn't even bother locking any of it down anymore. So while you can't click this to set it, you can manually set all that through a registry edit. It's kind of wild. Anyways, let's check out MPC BE, you said. I think I looked at BE when I want to say it was not quite as up to date, but I could be wrong. No, it's up to date. Looks like it's in a different language, so that's probably why I didn't go with that. Yeah, so I ended up going the other route just because I was familiar with MPCHC and I knew that that fork was used. This has 3 stars, 3,000 stars. What was MPC? MPC was 13,000. So I went with the one that was better recognized, and it seemed like this had more contributors, and it looks like it was in English. So that's kind of what swayed me to do Media Player Classic, the fork with the most stars. So this will give you a really good experience. Probably would partner with a K-Lite codec pack as well, but it should be able to play almost anything right out of the gate. But it was worth mentioning. It was Russian. Oh yeah. Well, so yeah. I mean, but it's up to you. You can choose either. There is a mega pack. Why use standard? I think standard covered everything I needed, Bojan. Where I was like, there's nothing really I'm missing. So that's why I ended up going with that.
May not necessarily, or even Windows may not open by and play by default. So VLC is on here, for instance, and it's broken down by type. So you can download browsers, communication devices like Discord's in there.
I'm pretty sure 265 is on standard.
CTT and the community within CTT has kind of kept tabs on like what is the most like actual legit software people may want and need. So they'll put it in here. So the cool thing is once the installer's
like
done,
anytime someone mentions like, hey, BE's better than HC, instead of just adding everything, we actually look to see, hey, what is best? What has the most stars? What's the most popular? What has the most compatibility? And then usually just choosing that one. If there's enough popularity for another one, we may add it, but like BE being in another language, I can't verify a lot of the sources. It has considerably less stars, and I see more contributors to the HC version. That's why I choose HC over BE. And like just things like that where you can install that all day long. Like you just install a UniGet UI, you can pick whatever you want.
Done.
But
I could then click right
most
here,
of this
install
is just
or upgrade
popular tools
applications.
Is really
so that would automatically go online, fetch them, and install them. So again, as you can see, because it's all running a script, I just checked one button and I could go off and be doing other things while that's going. So in terms of keeping your system up to date, keeping your applications up to date, this is a pretty powerful utility for doing that.
And a lot of people don't realize on this, when we first put this in, or when I first did it, I just needed to put a video out on YouTube. And in my sysadmin days, I had just a PS1 script, and it was like a fork of some other open source one that I modified heavily. And I ended up just having a script I like to do on every new setup that would just strip out everything and install just standard software. Now, back in those days, it was set for that business, so it was installing like Adobe and other things just stock. So the first version I put out, the internet just completely crucified me on there, like, dude, this is all CLI and you're installing Adobe by default? What the hell, man? But the video did well for the most part, and then people were submitting pull requests, and at the time when this first released, it was called Win 10 script, and I never used GitHub at that point in time. This was one of the very first GitHub projects I ever did, and I didn't understand pull requests and a lot of the issues and actually navigating Git and just general, I wasn't very good at, or I just didn't know at all. So a lot of those early days, man, it was rough. It was rough. So if anybody's stuck with me for years and years, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, well,
because man,
the dude abides.
Coming into it, I was just stumbling around. Bard, thanks for the tier 1, man.
Kind of take a look through the list of software. There's some pretty cool stuff down here. Like there's even fan control is in there. Tree size is neat. That at least that tells you.
Yeah, I like tree size.
It's a utility to show you where your files are in your system. If you're like, man, where is this like 50 gigs? I can't.
Yeah, there's also another one in here called like WinTree. I think it is. Let's see, where is it? Oh, maybe I removed it. I don't see it. Yeah, there was another one was like WinDIR stat, I think it was. I think I actually got rid of that. They might have gone shareware, When something goes, oh no, WizTree. I was using WizTree. Yeah, tree size free. There was another one, WinDR stat, right? Am I forgetting? I swear. Sorry, I'm going down rabbit holes today. Yeah, I use this one all the time. Did I not have WinDR stat in there? Did I not? Huh. Yeah, there's WizTree was the other one. WinDR stat's actually the one I use a lot. Did I not do that one? Which one's the best? All right, now we gotta. I'm sorry, we're gonna take a sharp right turn again. I'm feeling extra ADD today. So he was pointing out tree size. So I've done that, and then I had WinDR stat, and it's not even here. Oh, they might not have a WinGet package. Let's install these two. And then I'm going to look for WinDR stat. I'm surely they have a WinGet package, right? Surely. God, I got to fix that. That pop-up is insane. Yeah, WinDR stat's the OG. It's slower now and not really used. Ah, all right. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Now let's just install all three and figure out which one's the best. Because I just want to know. There might be a reason why I removed it. I can't remember. Yeah, WinDR stats there. So I must have removed it because I was just like, it's not any good anymore. All right, let's go WinDR stat. All right, so we got WizTree, WinDR stat, and tree size. They all do the same thing. So first up, WinTree. Let's actually. Yeah, we're just gonna disable UAC. I don't care. All right, so this is WizTree. We're scanning now. Dang, that's fast. All right, WizTree, pretty solid. Only negative mark I have to say about WizTree, this donate button like dancing around when you launch it. Come on, bro. What are you doing? I know. It just feels a little slimy with the dancing donate button. Like, I get it. But that is just, ugh. I don't know. So anyways, there's WizTree. Very nice, very fast. Looks great. Now we're gonna go tree size free. That's the one that Jay mentioned in the video. I don't think I've ever done tree size. So we're gonna scan C. Yeah, all right. Already started, so sure. All right, now we're scanning. I kind of like it. I see it. Okay. So then you got all of that. Pretty fast. No complaints. Just a different view. Personally, I like WizTree better. But I can see how powerful that is. And then we got the OG WinDR stat, where you select your drive. Oh man. Yeah, it's a lot slower. So this was the OG. But yeah, out of all three, I'm gonna give the gold to WizTree, followed by tree size. Alrighty. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Total Commander. Yeah, when you go to CLI, my favorite CLI tool now. Nah, I don't even think this is in the toolbox. I'm about to show you the best thing since canned beer. And it's called GDU. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. This will change your life. So you just go GDU, boom. Actually, we're gonna exit real fast. Let's relaunch. So then when you're in here and you want to see where you're at, all right, we'll go GDU Windows, and then you got this. Now, that's pretty cool. So then you can kind of go in and out of directories at will. You want to go back? Well, you got to go to the actual base of the C drive. Oopsies. GDU. Then you launch from here, and then you can kind of go in and out and go, ooh, what's 2 gigs? What's Microsoft putting on here? Oh, Edge, of course, yes. And you can really browse and see where your files and everything are. If you want to be like super hacker man and you're like, ooh, what's going on? You don't like the GUI util. Anyways, that's fun. Moving on. We'll get through this
find of stuff.
one
It
day.
will actually help you sort by size, and then you go like, oh, there it is. It's all of that.
Yeah, it's basically in CDU
hidden
with
mom,
Windows.
don't click this folder.
Actually,
That's probably
GDU's
your system.
on
So
Linux.
that stuff is cool.
And it's
let's do
written
this.
in Go.
Let's click
But it's actually
OneDrive,
not as fast
and
as in
let's click
CDU.
Uninstall application.
no
so
cursors
now
would
we are
be slower, but
uninstalling
it's not.
OneDrive. So they do have a debloater function. I can't find it personally.
File
I will
better
tell you
than
that the
GDU. I'll have to check that out.
debloater is talked about in the Chris Titus webpage. But I will say this is one of the first negatives. Is that's from 2022, and the GUI looks nothing like what they're showing. So Chris, you got to update it. There's also a
Yeah. I tried to update this as this video went live. And if you look, I should label this better. I was just thinking about this as I was like, it's good critique. Because when you look at it, God bless, I need to install that other one too. All right, so when you look at the tweaks, the tweaks are actually the debloat for the most part. So it used to try and install a whole bunch of stuff through MS Store apps. I don't recommend people doing that because it can break things. So typically people would just come into Store, and I would usually do these settings. I'm just going to debloat all of that. Leave all that alone. Leave that alone. Disable Copilot, sure. We don't want binary table. That's the Asus Armory Crate MSI crap because it increases your footprint. So essentially vulnerabilities can happen. So technically I would disable it here, but also I'd go in your BIOS and disable it from ever loading regardless of whether it's set here. I like display performance because I don't like peeking into windows and stuff. I like classic window, and then if I'm dual booting, I always set time to UTC. Windows is so backwards that a lot of times they're the only operating system in existence that I know of that sets things to local time. Everywhere else in the whole world that I know of, when it comes to operating systems, everybody works off of UTC. It's just a global standard. Why Microsoft decided to do local time and it never fixed it. All they've done is add a registry entry to where you can set it to UTC. Blows my mind. Anyways, let's hit remove. Let's do this non-recommended one. And as far as everything else here, usually I go ahead and remove recommendations from start menu. Someone mentioned Bing Start Search. Does that actually work? Yes, it does. So I don't know if that person's still here or not, but Bing Search, if you don't like Bing Search, just turn it off with this. Here, I wouldn't change any of this. A multi-plane overlay. Forget why we added this. I don't necessarily like this option. I feel like it overcomplicates something, but somebody requested it, and I can't remember the background of why we added it. I might end up removing it again, just to kind of clean up things a bit. Task view in the title bar I don't do. I usually don't do center, and I usually don't have a widget button. So all that looks good. The rest of this, I also remove home and gallery and also OneDrive. So there we go. Run that, and you can see that run in the background here. Yeah, Gigabyte App Center 2, I believe, injects WPBT. Gigabyte has a better track record than ASUS, which everyone does, and I think probably MSI as well. But I wouldn't use any of them. They're all kind of garbage. Remember when I asked about Cobalt PL? They said no, including all other 50 companies after them where I applied. We have a shortage of skilled workers. Biggest lie I've ever heard. Yeah. It's really interesting to see what's happening with the economy right now. I don't want to get too much into like geopolitics or anything. Good Lord, that's not my area of expertise by any mean. But my read for a lot of the job postings that people see right now, I feel like a lot of them, there's something called ghost jobs. And some companies actually put job postings without ever having the intent of hiring anybody. Super messed up. But it's a thing that you should know about, so don't get discouraged. Out of those 50 jobs, probably 20 of them existed and the other 30 are ghost jobs. And you might be thinking, why the hell does someone create job positions that don't exist? Essentially to make their company look good. So especially if they're publicly traded, every publicly traded company that I know of does this practice of ghost jobs. So it's kind of some people talk about it, but some people don't. But it's really important to understand that is a thing, and a lot of the jobs you will apply to in your life don't even exist. I wish there was something different, but the only case this isn't true is small businesses. I've never seen a small business post a ghost job. So support your local small businesses, but big companies, almost all of them, without fail, have ghost jobs. So like the era of people going, I want to work for a FANG company, you really don't. Unless you just hate yourself. Just my opinion. I would never work for a Microsoft, a Google, Facebook, Amazon. Man, they can all go kick rocks. That just sounds like torture. Even if they came after me, I would still say no. I just hate them. Anywho, that seemed to go well. And also before we close out of here, one thing. Oh my God, that's scary. All right, let's go. Vert.io download for this, just so we get this. Fedora. Oh, yeah, that's right. Latest Vert.io. Let's grab the guest tools. Yes?
I'm cooking dinner, my love, and we need to leave by 5.
Okay, sounds good. All right. I'm just going to install this real fast. If I can give plenty of money, right? Yeah, I guess that's the thing, is if you can get in at a really good price, I would do a FANG company. So from like a 20-year-old perspective here, if you can get a job making bank right out of the gate, hey, more power to you. Oh, cancel. We already installed it. It was just like, but yeah, just quit afterwards. Like, make your money, bank it, then go do your own thing. But don't give your life to these big companies. You will regret it. All right, so I think we're good. Man, Doing good. Perfect. So there it is. Man, that WinGet works great. So yeah, that MicroWin changes. I think all of it's good. I just want to make sure if Jay does try MicroWin, because I think later in the video, he does actually go into that. I'm not even going to be able to finish this video. I'm a terrible reaction guy. But he does talk about MicroWin later in the video, and I was like, ooh, I need to get working on MicroWin. So that was the whole purpose of today's stream, was to look at MicroWin. It does look like it's in a pretty good spot right now. So I look forward to kind of seeing what he makes of it. If he does a video on it, great. If he doesn't, I totally get it. But if he does, I want to make sure that that's a solid option for him. Now, that's weird. Now, I think I usually would do resize, auto resize VM within Windows. I'm surprised that didn't, or did I have it open in two different spots? I may have had it open in two different spots. No. I didn't. Oh, dang, okay. And those drivers didn't get installed. Oh well. Oh, I might have uninstalled because I didn't finish. I might have got I think I got a little click happy. Wasn't paying attention. I was talking and yapping at the same time. It's all good. Yeah, no, I don't want to do any auto install of software. The idea is you would just, the idea behind it all would just be you install it, you can run the tool and then install whatever you want afterwards. I don't want to do any automated stuff. I want just a blank canvas for you to play off of and then just have it work seamlessly. Something fast, quick startup, blank start menu, nothing. Just as it was in the Windows 7 days. That's the idea behind MicroWin. No massive debloat, no added software. The only thing this should be doing is just giving you a blank canvas, a blank Windows ISO to install, and then use however you want. Just as this is essentially is if I worked at Microsoft and they said, Titus, I want you to distribute a Windows ISO that every person in the world can use and not hate us. This is what I would create. That's the whole purpose of MicroWin. Not to bloat things up or auto install or auto tweak things. It's to just give you a blank canvas as if I worked for Microsoft and what I think should that experience look like for the end user to give them the best possible experience out of the box. Which is nobody at Microsoft gives a shit about you or your experience. So we got to kind of do it for ourselves. So that's the deal. All right, guys, I got to run. We got open house tonight, and I don't want to be late. My wife popped in, so I don't want her coming back and going, come on, we got to go. So, all right, y'all. I love you. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll get on earlier tomorrow. No worries. And I will have more of my wits about me because I will not work out before stream like I did today. The first part of the stream was just an absolute train wreck. It happens from time to time. I just made a promise. 3 days a week, we're starting streaming, maybe more. So, anyways, all right, guys, take it easy. See y'all tomorrow.